Welcome, Yummy. If today is the first time here, and to my returning subscribers, I say Ayiko. Today, I want to share with you how to make the best oven grilled tilapia fish recipe in few minutes. So these are the fishes that I'll be using, and I'm going in for 3 fishes today. I am going to wash it, clean it, cut all the fins, everything. But before I go ahead with the cutting and the cleaning process, I'll soak it in salt solution or brine. So when fishes are soaked in salt solution or brine for some time, it helps the salt to penetrate well into the fishes, making it more tastier, firmer, and more satisfying in its consistency. So I added more of the salt to it, and then I am going to leave this overnight. You can as well soak it in the brine solution for about 2 hours, which is also very good. Now the next morning I have some celery, ginger, garlic, tomato, some basils and dried parsley, pepper, and some onions. With the herbs, you can use fresh herbs, which will give it a very good flavor. Now in a blender, add all these vegetables and add oil to it and blend it nicely. Now when you don't have oil, which is not possible, you can use water to blend it nicely. So previously, what I normally do is after blending all the ingredients or all the vegetables, I start rubbing it on my tilapia. But this time around, or after discovering this method, I have been using it and it is so good. So I added a little bit of spices to it, give it a mix, and added more of the oil and some salt to it. Now I'm going to transfer this to the fire and cook it till it is well cooked, or when oil starts surfacing on top of it. That is when you know it is well cooked. So my fishes are well cleaned now, and I've cut all the fins and the unwanted parts that I don't want on the fishes. And for the sake of presentation too, I will make some cuts on the fishes, and this helps marinate the sauces evenly into the fishes, giving it a very flavorful taste. As you can see, I made some 6 slices or cuts on each side of the tilapia. Now the next thing you would want to do is to rub some seasoning powder on the fishes. So if you do not want to use the seasoning powder, I would advise you rub a little bit of salt on it. And please, the key word here is a little bit of salt, and make sure to insert it into all the cuts that you have made on each side of the tilapia. Meanwhile, our sauce is cooking beautifully, and I'm going to cook this till oil surfaces on top of it. So yummies, at this point our sauce is good to go and it's well cooked now. I'm going to take this aside and allow it to cool down. Once the sauce is cooled down, I take some amount of it into a bowl and then wear a glove. So these are the fishes after 2 hours of marinating it in the refrigerator. So I'll start rubbing the sauce on the tilapia fish, and I'll make sure that every hole on the tilapia gets a few of the sauces. Welcome, Yummy. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share it out. Now once I'm done with one side, I turn it over to the other side and repeat the same process. So when you're done rubbing it on both sides of the tilapia, you can bake it because the fishes are already tasty due to the salt solution and the seasoning powder. But to make it more tastier, very tasty, then I'll advise you don't skip this part. Make sure to at least marinate it for about 2 hours. So it is time to bake it, and I lined an aluminum foil on the baking rack and then brush it with some oil. This prevents the tilapia from sticking on. So I will line the tilapias on the rack beautifully and very gently, and then I'm going to brush it with a little bit of oil on top of it. Then I will bake it in the oven for about 15 minutes. I cannot give you the degrees to which you can bake your tilapia in the oven because your oven is quite different from mine. My highest temperature is 200 degrees and probably yours is higher than mine. So after 15 minutes, I take some of the salt and then rub it or brush it on top of the tilapia. Then I will turn it to the other side and bake it for about 15 minutes or 10 minutes, and then this is our tilapia, juicy on one side and then tastier, flavorful, in fact just perfect on the other side. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is helpful and you are going to give this a try. With the vegetables, you can use any vegetables of your choice, but make sure you choose the right vegetables for your sauce. I will see you in my next video. Till then, always remember to do everything in love. Cheers.